Hi guys, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good morning. Just gonna get a couple more people in here, then we'll get started. Did any of you guys also, just to mention, did any of you guys grab this play? The CGC, I know I mentioned what price I got in CGC and NC, and NCNC. Did any of you guys grab those plays? Let me know. I posted in the Discord a little like earlier. Obviously, they're my priority, but I did also post for you guys on Twitter as well. So if you guys did grab it, let me know. CGC. I like CGC. I mean, I'm expecting continuation with this one, right? Yesterday was a fantastic play on this one. 50% move from when I alerted this one yesterday. So this one was a very, very nice move on this. So this was a very, very good trade on the Discord. Hassie also did alert this. I even got in a little earlier actually during pre-market at 103. However, I did also re-enter again at 113, I think it was. So very, very nice trade on that one. Very happy with how that trade went. So from now on, I'm going to keep focusing on these weed plays. Why? Simply because it's just the momentum plays, right? So we have CGC is obviously one of them. Another one that runs with CGC is Tilray, right? At the moment, you can see this is lagging, this is down. And then also we have, I think, another one is CGC, Tilray, ACB is the other one, which is just under $1 right now. So we can see that obviously there's a lot of momentum with these plays. At the moment, if we look here on the larger time frame, it's very easy to see. We can see that from this, from 55 cents, it's simply just been in an uptrend. At the moment, I do expect this to continue to the upside. I'm looking for $1 reclaim on this because I don't trade stocks under $1, as you guys know. So for me, I'm waiting for $1 reclaim and then I'll try and see if I can get another entry on this. LYRA, this one got dumped after the news, so it obviously pulled back to its 445 level. We can see since it held this level here, pulled back once, twice, so 15 minutes of support level here pre-market. You can see then it started to reverse and now it's pushing up. This break above this $5 psychological level is perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Obviously now we want this to hold and then push to this 570 and then all the way to the high at 640 on this play. NCNC, yeah, I really like this NCNC because obviously continuation from yesterday with that big run up yesterday, 34%, which is a great move on that. FNGR, guys, honestly, this one's a very slow play. The volume's not really there on this, but if you're looking at it on a larger time frame, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer to grab this trade. You can see since 396, right, it's pretty much been in a steady uptrend. So if we simply look at the price increase from this price to all the way to here, it's been a 50% increase, right? So since the price difference from $4 all the way to $7.50, 50% move on that. So if swinging that trade was a very, very good idea if anyone did manage to do that. Obviously, you can see what's happening with this trend line. If you're looking for entries, all I would do is simply just take the entries on the pullback of this. So if I'm looking for an entry on this, all I would wait for is around here, push up, here, push up, right? Until it breaks below. When it breaks below this trend line, that's when I would probably have my stop loss just below it. But if you wanted to enter this trade, trying to jump in now is obviously much too early because it can still have this a lot of room all the way to, it's not that much room actually, to 640. You could probably get a better entry around 650. I would wait for that level, even 660. So if we can hold around that 660 level, then that would look like a nice entry there. And then obviously push to the upside on that. So finger looks very, very good on the larger time frame. This is a 4-minute chart. So you do expect this one to continue. The next, it's broken this previous 4-hour resistance here at 715. It's pretty much all the way to as room all the way to $10. So this looks pretty good. Expecting it to push all the way up to there probably. Has very good momentum at the moment. Let's have a look and see what other plays are moving. AVTX, yeah, I think I did this chart earlier. If you guys have any charts, guys, feel free to post them in the chat there. I'll chart some of them for you and then also post them on Twitter. If you guys can also do me a favor, is just like the stream up and then subscribe if you guys haven't. I would really appreciate it if you guys could do so. So AVTX, look at this. If we're looking this on a larger time frame, so the 4 hour, okay, we can clearly see what's happened. Look at this consolidation. We can see from, what is this, August the 22nd, okay, all the way down, all the way through to today, okay, we can see that's a huge consolidation zone. Finally, we got that breakout, and you can see now it's going to push. In my opinion, it will pull back a little bit. Where's it going to pull back? Probably to around this level here, this support. Okay, so from there, then we do expect it to continue to the upside. This is a huge breakout. It's a big level of consolidation. Finally, it's broken out of it. We should continue to the upside on this to hit this 15.15 and then all the way up to this 0.20 as well. Not today. I don't think it'll get there today, right? I don't know when it will get there, but at the moment, that's where the price is heading, towards that level, since it broke out of this consolidation level. SLE, this one's pushing up actually. This one's a very good watch. SLE is probably going to go crazy today. It is down 15%. It was a pretty much a crazy runner yesterday, so expecting the same thing again today. Simple chart on this one. You can clearly see what's happening. If we look here, we have 230, clear support level. Where's the resistance level? It's clearly this level here, right? So $3, that's your next resistance level. Okay, we can even put this one here if you want to, this 277. So we can put that purple. And then you have room all the way to here, to 335. On this. So 335 on that. Which is here. So these are your levels at the moment. And then obviously if we try and get in more, if you want to do around here to here. This is your big room to the upside, right? So once it breaks this 335, you have a lot of room to the upside. All the way to 530 on this. So there was a big pullback yesterday. Obviously towards close, it just pretty much sold off. However, since it is a runner from pre-market, we do expect it to continue to push to the upside. So we can have this level here. This is what we have at the moment. So this is your SLE chart. I'll just post this one on Twitter as well for you all to see. So if we go to pre-market, this is SLE. It's the 10-minute chart only. So we have lots of room, right, to the upside. Yesterday's runner. Just watch for that. Watch for this $3 break. Watch $3 break above. So you can see that's already broken that purple. It's going pretty much insane right now. Very, very volatile and quick play on this. Let's have a look and see what else is moving. Let's see how this one's doing. So CGC, I'm definitely going to keep this on watch. If we're looking on here. So I can edit these levels for you guys better actually. So let's get 123 here. You can get this level. So you can see now it's actually forming a bullish pennant, right? So that means that it's still bullish. You do expect this to break to the upside, right? So this is looking very, very good on this chart right now. Simply just playing the momentum from yesterday. It was down. I think it was down like 12% this morning. I played it a little earlier. And then now you can see it is continuing to go to the upside. 165 break is what you're looking for. And then you have room to 186 and then 198, even $2 on that. So CGC, this is the chart I'll post for you guys now. So pre-market, this is CGC, this is the 15-minute chart. So bullish setup, bullish pennant. And now look for 165 break above. So there we go on that. Cosm, yeah, I saw someone in the Discord just mentioned it as well. We'll just keep this one on the watch list as usual. We're looking on the 5 minute. If you want to try and scalp this, I would try and get the entry above 131. I would enter if 131 breaks for a quick scalp. That's how I would trade this one coming up now. So if you want to get ready for this trade, you can enter at 131. Yeah, I have traded ACB. I'll show you the chart. If you look through my Twitter, you'll have a look and you can see it over there. Just scan through my Twitter. It's not far to look what I posted, but I'll show you it again. So 131 break, Cosm, you can enter. If it doesn't break 131, you do not enter. You're gambling if you're trying to enter below this line. So watch for, what is this? 131 break. So ACB runs with CGC and Tilray, right? So if I show you AGC, this is the chart I have, which I charted earlier. Oh, ACB, sorry, yeah, ACB. So this is my chart here on ACB. I'm waiting for it to break. I'm not looking for any entries. I don't play stocks under $1 unless it breaks $1 and holds this level. I want a 5 minute green candle close above $1, then I'll look for possible entries. Probably won't be entering this trade. It's too close to $1 for my liking. Personally, I'm just going to play the other plays, which I prefer, such as CGC and probably Tilray. Those are the most common movers in the weed sector. That's why I'll probably jump into those trades rather than getting into one of the lagging ones. Obviously, there's a high potential that these can follow once CGC and them start running. However, for me, I like to play the front runners just because it gives the momentum is strong on those side. So this is your chart right now. Pretty much a downtrend. It's bearish under $1. It's up 6%, which is great to see. However, I'm only looking for it to break above $1. Ideally, I wait for it to 109. I'm not in any rush to get into this. Probably won't be trading it though. NC, this looks great. I really like this setup a lot. Although it is in a downtrend, I still like this setup. It needs to hold 125 here. So there's your break on Cosm at 131. These are quick scalp plays, guys. So if you got in a 131 break, right, you're selling at probably 130, 136 for 3% or 137. Is that where I would sell, around that level? So that's how I would have traded this one. Obviously, you would be trading with much smaller size than usual. Why? Because you can't have a stop loss during pre-market. A lot of volatility on this play. But since it broke this high, you do expect it to break just for a quick scalp. How high is this going to go? What price? I have no idea. No one will be able to tell you what price it's going to go to. All I know is that once it breaks this level, it will run to probably at least 3 to 5% and take your profits. I would sell probably 80 to 90% of my position and then hold it and see what the rest does. That's how I would trade that. BioC, how's this looking? This BLRX, man, this was disappointing yesterday. I expected this one to break above. Sadly, it didn't yesterday. This is still bullish though, just because it's in that channel down pattern. As you can see here, we do expect price to do this action right now. We do this price action, so we expect it to push here, here, retest here, and then push to the upside. At the moment, it needs to hold this 180 level. That's the key support level at the moment. IBRX, keep an eye on this one. 170 level is what I'm looking for entries on this. If it's not above 170, I will not be entering this trade unless I get a pullback to around this 150 level. But ideally, I want it over 170, break above that, retest and push to 185, and then all the way to 205 level. So right now, if you're looking to enter this trade, this area here, in my opinion, is a no trade zone. This is a gambling zone, as I call it in the Discord, right? This is the no trade zone. I don't trade in this level. I either wait for it to pull back below this level or I wait for it to break above 170. COSM, there goes COSM. If anyone did grab it, I gave you guys the heads up and told you guys can enter on that 131 break. So if anyone did, you should be up at least 3-4% on that one, which is nice. We'll move on that, see where it goes next. So your next room you have is 143 on that. So great job if you guys got in that trade. Very, very nice move. Let me know if you guys did grab that one. I simply didn't trade this just because I'm trading, just because I'm charting with you guys. So I'm not really worried about it. Very, very nice move on that. Wow. Great to hear, Rusty. I'm glad that you're enjoying the YouTube. Great call. Perfect, perfect, perfect. See, so you don't, I mean, the people in the Discord know that we don't hold for 20-30%. It's very unrealistic. We have 3 to 5% as our first target. We move our stop loss up during intraday. That's how we trade. And then during pre-market, the Discord know how we trade with that one as well. So if you guys did grab that one, great job on that. Well done. Well done, Bamboo. Great job, great job. PSTV, this one's okay. Nothing really going on with this at the moment. If we were to chart this one real quick, we just have 125 as your support level. So this level here, you can mark this zone here. So you have 125 as your clear support level, right? And then your resistance level, you can say is around this. What is this, 152? You can put it to 153. So 153 is the level that you kind of want to look at next, and then has room all the way to 198. Rounded up to $2, but I'll just keep it 198, and then you can see this huge sell-off here, right? So from this 411 all the way here is pretty much all the room you have to run up on this one. So that's PSTV's move on that one. CGC still just in this bullish pennant. I am expecting this to break above. It will be a volatile ride for now, but at the moment I do expect this to break on the upside for sure. Very, very nice move on this. 131, let's see what it hit. How much percent is that? So if you got in 131 and you sold, or say it hit 148, that is a 13% move. So that's a very, very nice play on that. Hopefully now, so what you expect, right? What do we expect to happen now? Simply, we expect it to pull back to this level and push to the upside. If it doesn't do this, okay, then we can look for an entry to pull back to VWAP. Right, so there's 2 entry targets, re-entry targets. You can try and get in if you miss the play. Pull back to this level, wait for green candle close and push to the upside. If it fails to hold this level, look for a pullback to VWAP. So this is your possible next move on COSM. Right, what else is moving here? Let's have a look. Yeah, so COSM must be on your watch list, guys. You need to add this play to your watch list. All right, we can clearly see that it's moving. Now we expect it to pull back to this around this level here. IBRX, this isn't doing anything at the moment. Still waiting for 170 on this IBRX. I also noticed, and I posted earlier, that I can see that Mara, right? Bitcoin play, blockchain, however you want to call it. This play and as well as HUT, they are moving together. They move together because they're in the same sector. Okay, so whatever Bitcoin's doing, these will follow. You can also have a look at Riot, BITF, and there's a few others that I posted on Twitter as well. So keep an eye on Mara. This usually is pretty steady and solid play at open. Just keep an eye on this one because this can keep going. Obviously, just keep an eye on Bitcoin because it will just follow the price action of that. What else? Let's see how SLE is looking. So SLE, let's have a look now. So if we're looking at SLE, still pushing up. Yeah, we wanted to get all the way to 335. So you can see why it rejected $3, right? Psychological level, previous resistance level. That's the only reason why it rejected. There's no other complication on why this did come down here, right? PSTV is just chilling. I really like FNGR. It's just a much slower play, but it is a very, very solid swing trade at the moment. PW, nothing really going on with this. No clear direction. Very low volume. This is definitely not a play that I would be watching. I just have it here on my watch list because it ran, I think yesterday or the day before. So if we're looking at BGLC, I actually kind of like this setup, right? So we can see what's happening. Yes, it's in a downtrend. That's fine. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, right? So we can notify the trend line is the first thing we notice. It's in a downtrend. What level is it at right now? It's pretty much at the psychological level of $1, right? So this is a huge level right now. It's trying to trade on. We need this to get above $1, and then we can look and see if this does hold into open, and then possibly a run up. We know that this has ran from $1 previously all the way to $2, okay, and it's pulled back again, and then it's ran away again to 242, right? So there's two instances where this has happened. It's pulled back to this $1 level, ran up. Yes, this is not $1, it's around that level, 107, $1. You can see it's pulled back to this level, and then what happened is it's pushed above, okay? If you're looking now again at this level here, we're pretty much at the same level here, at this 0.85 level, right? So what do we expect? If this reclaims the $1, we expect it to push where? All the way up to this 163 and then $2 level on BGLC. So this is definitely a play that you should watch and keep on your watch list for sure. So I'll mark this and I'll post this on Twitter as well for you guys to have a look at, because this is a very good setup actually. I've just found this right now. So you can see here what 155, there's your level, and then you have, wait, this should be yellow. So your next resistance level is around here, which is 120, you can put 125, that's psychological level. So this one is simply just watch for this $1 reclaim. That's all you would want to wait for this. And then see if it holds and starts to push up to the upside, starts to follow a trend reversal of an uptrend. And then hopefully this will look good to go into open. So this is BGLC. I'll post this one on Twitter for you guys. So pre-market, this is BGLC 4-hour chart. So it is a bearish chart. So I'm looking for $1 reclaim. This has room to 155 and 205 and then 242. Obviously your key support level there is this yellow line, which is 0.85. right? So that yellow line you guys can see there. So look what's happened. Once it's dropped below $1, it's pulled back to this level here, which is pretty solid support. This is a 4-hour time frame. When it pulled back to this level, we can see that it pushed up. Pretty much what's happened here, it's pulled back to this level, it's pushing up. We needed to reclaim $1, then continue and push to the upside, right? So I'm gonna keep this on my watch list. I probably won't be entering it today unless it does get a nice move, but that's just something you can definitely keep an eye on for sure today. NCNC, decision time on this one soon. It's probably gonna come down to this pre-market low, which is 116. So 116 is your pre-market low on that. All the way down to 123 right here. So these are your new levels here for NC. So it is trying to start to form another falling wedge pattern. It's not that clear of a falling wedge. However, we can start to see that it is still within this trend line. CGC, this is still in that level, looks bullish. It is still bullish, although it is in a downtrend. We can still see that it is forming that bullish pennant. What's happening with this play? We're pretty much at this level now that I mentioned. Let's see what happens. And look what happens, it's right at VWAP as well, so this looks like it's probably going to reverse now. So I'm expecting reversal on this trade right now. So 131, 135 level, that's a pretty much an entry zone, and then see if it continues to push to the upside on this. So COSM, you got your VWAP bounce. So let's see what this can do here. So it's on the VWAP bounce, it's on that level that it broke above. All the things are adding up at the moment. LYRA, it's just fighting with VWAP at the moment, nothing too exciting on this. Just keep this on watch, it is up 19% runner this morning as well, so just keep it on watch, I would definitely have it there. So NC's come down now. Let's see if it comes down to this 116 level. That's what we're going to watch for next. CGC is coming down a bit. COSM is pushing up now, right? Let me have a look at the spine, see what's happening. Tomorrow we do have CPI data, so I would watch out and not hold plays. I would definitely not hold plays overnight today. Definitely not. CPI data comes out an hour before market open, which is 8:30 EST, I think it is. SPY is pretty much in this range. It's down 0.32%, so that is bearish this morning. It's not looking too great, unfortunately. So I'm just going to run through my plays quickly, and then I've got to head into the Discord and start sorting out and get ready for market open. So the first play I'd be watching is COSM. Why? Simply because it ran this morning. Okay, it's respecting all the levels that I have. I predicted what's going to happen. I've told you guys what I think is going to happen on this. After that run up of that break of 131 where you guys could have entered, we ran to 148, pulling back to VWAP. Now expected to push to the upside. So keep this on watch. This would probably be my #1 watch at the moment. CGC, I would definitely keep this on watch. It is down 11%, but it did run 80% yesterday. This is a weed sector play, so keep an eye on Tilray. The other one is ACB as well. There's a few others as well, but I would definitely keep these all on watch. NC, this one I still like it. It ran 33% yesterday. It is up 1% today, so we can probably expect this one to hold around this 116 level and continue to go to the upside on this. LYRA, it's okay. It's not one of my favorite play setups at the moment, but I just want to keep it on watch here since it is up 17% this morning. IBRX, just mark 170, breaks that level, then it'll look great for a possible entry on that. FNGR looks good for a swing trade. I expect this to go to that $10 level that I mentioned. When is it going to go that price? I have no idea, but at the moment, that is the way it's heading on that trade. So if you guys have any other questions regarding any charts, feel free to message me on Twitter. You guys know that's where I'm most active. If you guys can do me a big favor before you leave, if you can just like the stream up and subscribe if you haven't. If you have any questions also regarding the Discord, that's where I give my day trades. I give my day trade alerts with profit targets, entry, stop loss, live trading, live seminars, and all of that. Any questions about that, feel free to message me on Twitter about that, and I'll get back to you guys throughout the day. Regardless of that, guys, just remember we have CPI data tomorrow, meaning that the market is definitely going to be very volatile. I won't be trading tomorrow. I don't trade on CPI or FOMC days. So do not hold stocks overnight. It's very, very risky, because what happens is the CPI data gets released an hour before market open, and you never know what's going to happen, regardless if the news is good or bad. So just keep that in mind and stay cautious of it. But I hope you guys have a great day. Like I said, any questions for me, just feel free to message me on Twitter and I'll get back to you guys throughout the day. Have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.